Hey guys, what's going on? Today we are back with another video. Now that the DMR is officially out of Warzone, it has opened up a lot more space for other guns to be used. But with there being no set meta right now, a lot of players are trying to figure out which guns they should be using to have the dominance over their opponents. So from watching a bunch of streamers and pro players over the last week, I made a list of the top 5 loadouts that pro players are using in Warzone right now. Even though there is no set meta, there definitely are a few select weapons that some of the better players are choosing to consistently run. So before we get into these top 5 loadouts, there's 2 things you guys got to do. Guys, smash that like button and make sure you hit that subscribe button and hit the bell for post notifications so you don't miss another one of my videos. I stream almost every day over on Twitch, so if you guys want to catch me live, definitely hit that follow button. The link is in the description below. And with all that out of the way, let's get to the top 5 loadouts that pro players are using after the DMR nerf. Okay guys, here we go. We are going to get into these top 5 loadouts that the pro players are using right now in Warzone. So number 1, we are going to start with, this is probably one of the more popular ones currently, and this is going to be the Kar 98 or any sniper if you're choosing, except most people choose the Kar, mixed with the FFAR. Now, if you've picked up a FFAR off the floor loot in this season, you probably can tell that this thing kills insanely fast. It is an assault rifle, but it's definitely best to be used at short to mid range, so that's why it is the perfect combo to be paired with a sniper. Now, if we go into the Kar 98 class setup, this is what I'm rocking. We got the monolithic suppressor, get the Sting Arms 27.6 barrel, tac laser, sniper scope, and the precision comb stock. You don't need the underbarrel on this class. Rear grip, you don't really need one. You get that ADS sight speed with the tac laser on there. Now, if we hop on over to the FFAR, so this is one of the attachments from Cold War that's kind of wonky in Warzone right now. One of the underbarrel grips in Cold War is the bruiser grip. Now, on the stats list, it says it just gives melee quickness as a pro, but in reality, that's not what it does. Players have found out that at least with assault rifles, the bruiser grip actually adds vertical recoil help. I think it adds like 15% increase on vertical recoil. So this thing, it's broken, but it's god tier on this gun. I know you would be tempted to run the field agent because it gives vertical and horizontal recoil control, but trust me, bro, use the bruiser grip. The gun will not move. Now, for the rest of the attachments, obviously we got the agency suppressor, 19.5 task force barrel, the 50 round fast mag, and the airborne elastic wrap. So that is going to be it for loadout number 1. Like I said, if you love sniping, this is definitely the perfect loadout for you. A lot of people are using it. I used it, and it's definitely a lot of fun. Alrighty guys, so moving on to loadout number 2. This one was made popular again by the Nick Mercs. He's been rocking this gun for the last week or so. He's made a couple videos on it already. That gun will be the Bruin. Bruin was dominant in Warzone over the summer. Everyone and their mom is using it. It definitely was OP. It needed that nerf. But now that the DMR is nerfed, this gun's back in action, baby. Okay, so moving on to the Bruin setup. I have it set up basically the way that Nick Mercs has this setup, except I use the VLK. I prefer the VLK. Nick doesn't. But hey, it's all up to your preference. If you prefer a certain scope over the other, don't listen to what I'm saying. Use what you love to use. But apart from the scope, we're rocking the monolithic suppressor, 26.8 barrel, tac laser, and the 60 round mags. You want to put that tac laser on there instead of an underbarrel, because after the nerf, they definitely slowed the gun down a bit. So having that tac laser helps you with your mobility, having that faster ADS, and the recoil is still pretty easy to control without that underbarrel on there. Now, you're going to be pairing this Bruin with the Mac 10. Honestly, any sub in this game is not going to beat the Mac 10. The Mac 10 is the best sub in the game currently, and if you're not using it and you run up to someone using it, you're probably going to die. So I highly suggest, if you're running an assault rifle class, an LMG class, have that Mac 10 in your back pocket. You're fast as hell with it, and it kills people fast as hell. So let's hop into this Mac 10 loadout. The way I have mine set up is agency suppressor, 5.3 extended barrel, field agent grip, 53 round fast mag, and the wire stock. Now, some people like using the muzzle brake or the infantry compensator instead of the agency suppressor, but I just hate showing up on the map, especially in Warzone, so that's why I'm rocking the suppressor. They really don't make that big of a difference on each other. The recoil is really easy to control with or without the muzzle brake, so really it all just depends which one you prefer using the best. Okay, so moving on to loadout number 3. So as we all know, the DMR got double nerfed. It definitely is not nearly as good as it used to be, but surprisingly, people are still using it, and it's definitely proving to still be a dominant force in Warzone. Now, it's not like before. You can't outgun every single other gun that you run into. Other guns actually stand a chance against this weapon now, but if you're good at aiming for the head and you got that fast trigger finger, this thing can still be a killing machine. So if we head into the loadout, the DMR, it's going to be set up the same way that it was back when it was in meta a couple weeks ago. We got the agency silencer, 6.3 titanium for that fast fire rate, field agent foregrip. I have the 30 round on there just because I like to have that faster ADS, but if you want more ammo and you don't really care that much about the ADS, you can throw a faster, higher round mag on there. Then we got the axial arms 3x scope. It's definitely one of the most used scopes from Cold War guns. Now you're going to want to pair this with the Mac 10, of course. Like I said, if you're running an assault rifle, LMG, or like attack rifle, always have the Mac 10 in your back pocket. Going to be the same loadout I went over before, but I'll show it again real quick. Agency suppressor, 5.3 extended, field agent grip, 53 round fast mag, wire stock. Okay, so moving on to loadout number 4. This one isn't as popular as the previous ones I went over, but a few pro players and streamers have been using it. And if you're the running and gunning, always fighting close to mid range, this loadout is the loadout for you. So in this loadout, we are pairing the FFAR with the Mac 10. Now I know they both seem like they're close ranged weapons, but this is how you're going to play with this. The FFAR, it's going to be good for your medium range battle engagements. And then you got the Mac 10 for when you rush up to someone and you have to do some up close fighting. You're not really going to want to use this loadout for a lot of long range engagements because the FFAR, it's really good at close to medium range. But once they get past a certain point, it starts to drop off tremendously with how good the gun performs. So you're basically going to have these two guns set up the way that they were set up in some of the previous loadouts. I'll pull it up right here just so you guys can see it again. Agency suppressor, 19.5 barrel, bruiser grip, 50 round fast mag, airborne elastic wrap. And here's the Mac 10 loadout, just showing you guys again, re-emphasize just in case you skipped over some of the previous loadouts. We got the agency suppressor, 5.3 extended, field agent grip, 53 round fast mag, wire stock. Okay, so moving on to the final loadout. Some of the popular YouTubers have made videos on this gun over the last few weeks. It's definitely a gun that was in the meta rankings over the last few months, but it never made it to like that top tier gun. But it's still proving to be a very viable AR to use in Warzone. Definitely one of the best ARs to be using right now, and that is the AMAX. So the AMAX, it hits extremely hard. It's a really consistent gun to use. The only catch is that it does have a little bit of recoil. You're gonna have to get that under control, but if you're able to hit your shot, this gun will down someone immediately. So if we head into our AMAX setup, we got the monolithic suppressor, XRK Zodiac, commando foregrip, 45 round mag, and the VLK optic. Now I've seen some people take the sight off and throw a tac laser on there for people that like to fight more medium range, but for my purposes, sometimes I'm having to shoot guys long range, and if you're able to tap fire and successfully hit your shots, this gun rinses, bro. Now again, you're going to be pairing this gun with the Mac 10, best SMG in the game. I'll pull up the loadout right here just so you guys can see it again in case you didn't see it in the previous ones. We're rocking the agency suppressor, 5.3 extended, field agent grip, 53 round fast mag, and the wire stock. Okay guys, so this is going to bring us to the end of this video. If you guys have any killer loadouts that I didn't mention in this video, definitely leave a comment down below. I'd love to try them out. I might even make a video on it if I try it out and it's fire. Like I said, these are the top 5 classes that I've seen most streamers and pro players using. So there's probably other nice loadouts out there that some of the players are using, but these are just ones that I found that people are using consistently from watching streamers and pros over the last few weeks. So I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, great rest of your week. Nothing but love. Peace out.